All right, we're live.
Is anyone in yet? I can't see.
There's 4 people waiting. It might take just a minute to actually start being live, though.
My lighting is so dark.
You need a fancy ring light webcam.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a slight delay on real YouTube
Okay,
and then the stream, so that's fun.
That's cool. That lighting. Oh no, I was like, that lighting's slightly better, and then it went dark again.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing it like adjusting every time you move, and then it gets darker again. Hi everybody. Anybody that's around already? I'm gonna post that we are already in. Cool. Hey, Alex.
Hey. My lighting is shocking. Just be aware of
Throw that one up there. I'm really enjoying the like rave fade effect that we're getting of like light and then dark.
Yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to pull that up.
What book are you reading for this?
I put it up on Twitter, and people voted for The Weight of the Stars.
I voted for that one, so.
Which has got cool pages.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if it's like the other one by Kate Ancrum that I read, it's going to make me cry, so that'll be interesting on live.
I read it. It was one of the first sapphic books I read when I joined Book Twitter, and that's such a long time ago. And it, I don't think it made me cry, from what I recall. Okay. I know the struggle of rolling yarn into a ball. I think Elle can also say that they know the struggle of rolling yarn into a ball.
Oh, God, yes.
This struggle is real. I'm reading this, Where the World Ends, but I'm probably going to finish it while we're on live, so I will also be reading Adachi and Shimamuro, which is a sapphic. It's a Yuri that I haven't heard anything about. I just saw it at Barnes & Noble, and Bella got it for me for my birthday, so.
Yeah, if this gets too emotional for me, I've got
a backup plan.
The Obsidian Tower, which is by Melissa Caruso, which me and Alu are buddy reading right now, and I'm absolutely loving. So that's my backup plan. My lighting is really bad, so. Oh well.
Bag of Bones sounds really interesting. I don't know what that is. It makes me think of the Bag of Teeth prompt in general, though.
Yes.
I'm also like one chapter a day doing this guy, but did you end up reading this yet? It's a lot.
Is it?
It's very convoluted, which like I know that we both have read and enjoy convoluted books, but I'm very glad that I'm only reading one chapter a night because it would be a lot otherwise.
Yeah, that's fair. Alex, I was very confused during A Desolation Called Peace, but that's partly because I accidentally listened to the audiobook in the wrong order.
I kept seeing that on the library as like a book I could check out, and it kept recommending.
The first one, A Memory Called Empire, was good, and I really enjoyed it. And I did enjoy A Desolation Called Peace too, but the app I was using for the audiobook jumbled all the chapters up, and I didn't realize. I didn't know this. I listened to like 8 hours of that book.
I think I forgot about that.
Which Hal laughed at me for a lot. But yeah, I'm sure it makes a lot more sense if you read it chronologically. Dan saying that you love the Obsidian Tower. I'm obsessed with it right now, and I also ordered The Tethered Mage like immediately because the author's writing style is amazing. So I want to read those soon too.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who has a list of sequels that I might get to one day. Like, I'll get to it.
If I don't read a series in one go, there's a good chance I'm not coming back to it. I just like, as soon as it leaves my brain, I forget it exists.
What I've been really liking about the genre books, other than like almost nothing, is they do like summarize what's happened already in the beginning. And I like when middle grade books do that a lot when it's a series. They're like, oh, this has all happened already. And I'm like, nice.
Yeah, two of my favorite fantasy series that I've read recently, the A Chorus of Dragon by Jen Lyons and Chronicles of the Bitch Queen by K.S. Veloso.
I was going to say the Wolf of...
Yeah, they both do that, and they do it in an interesting way, because it's like the Chronicles of the Bitch Queen is really detailed, which is great because I'm really forgetful. And the Chorus of Dragons, it's like a letter, and it's like, this is, as I'm sure you recall, this is what happened recently. And yeah, I really like it because I read it and I'm like, oh yeah, I did read that book.
Yeah, no, my memory is like terrible. I've been trying to, like, in my TBRs each month, like trying to include the next book in whatever series I've picked up, because it's gotten bad, the amount of series that I'm just like in the middle of. It's not that nothing happens in the genre books, it's that the exact same things happen in the genre books over and over again with different characters. And also all of the characters get a name. I recently read the new book that's coming out by Terry Brooks, and it's the first book not in the genre series, like, because he finally ended the genre series last year. And it was the same formula as all of the other books, except like just a different universe and different characters. And everybody got names. Not everybody needs to have a name. It's too much for me to remember.
How is everyone doing with their TBRs, their readathon TBRs? I ask, especially Alex, who I know is doing just great.
I also forget that sequels exist. My brain is just like, all right, I'm done with this. No more. The forecast is not looking mixed.
Read 2 owned, but bought 7. That's it's not great. Although we're visiting my in-laws at the moment, and we're going to go on like charity shop trawls next week. And I am such a sucker for secondhand books that this could be messy.
Oof. I finished all of the books that I had made for my TBR for the readathon. So now I'm just like eating stuff in there that I happen to already be reading.
I've got some left. I got my journal, which has my team library and team narrator stickers on. How many have I got left? I have 4 left. So that's not too bad. And that includes the one I'm currently reading, The Obsidian Tower. So.
And you made 2 bingo cards, right?
I did, yes. I had 2 bingo cards. I had one that was all finished, like released books that I had physical copies of, and my other one was all review copies that I had, because my review copy pile was obscene. So yeah, I made a review copy bingo and a physical bingo.
I have to pushing on this new. I finally got to unwrap this guy, so
gotta
it's
keep
nice and clean. Yeah. Second book. It's only the 12th. There's only 8 prompts, so I feel like y'all got lots of time.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
7 books
600
left.
plus. I would rather die.
That's a lot.
I'm physically incapable of reading something that's long. That's that long, I think. Brandon Sanderson. That's his next book in that series I keep not finishing is on my TBR, and it's 27 hours long, and I'm just like
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Chorus of Dragons were all like 25 hours long each.
That's why I haven't started those either.
It horrifies me that even on 3.5 times speed, they're like 8 hours.
No, that's why I haven't started those either. Although the Percy Jackson books are getting longer and longer, and I'm just like, I'm feeling tricked.
Yeah. Don't tell Tal that, because I've just got Tal to agree to read them all.
They're very good. They're probably the only like long books that my brain is not just like, okay, are we done yet? Like sometimes I get close to the end and I'm like, please.
We did a deal today that I will cosplay a character from the podcast they like, and in exchange she'll
The Magnus Archives?
Spirit Box Radio. And in exchange she'll read Percy Jackson so we can cosplay Percy Jackson.
Sorry about the microwave sounds in the background that have started. That is the bird. I like books under 300 pages. That's when I see an audiobook and they're like, it's 7 hours long. I'm like, oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. I'm like three times or 3.5 times speed. That's only a couple of hours. It's a snack.
Yeah.
Like exactly. 2 hours long.
Yeah.
This is 375, but it's like short fiction chapters, like The Wicker King. So hopefully I'll get through it quite quickly. If it doesn't emotionally destroy me.
1,200. I also can't read classics, though. My brain just literally can't read classics.
Yeah, The Count of Monte Cristo is so long. That one's short chapters too, but it doesn't help.
Stephen King books are notoriously very long, Susie. My best friend has been reading The Stand, like the extended edition Stand, for like months because it's so long. A long walk and a lunch. That is actually, that's how I view. Can I finish this book before my lunch break is how I view most of the audiobooks.
Mine is, can I listen to this whole book while I'm doing delivery at work?
Yes. When anything more than 400 pages, my brain does the same thing. I'm just like, all right, you have used too many words to tell a story. It could be shorter. I don't know why you're using so many words. Use fewer.
If all these words are important, make 2 books.
Okay, Elle recommends me retellings, and if I haven't read the classic book, I'm still not going to read the classic book. I will just Google the summary and then read the retelling. I'm not.
The retelling as well, it was Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim, which I got the sequel to that, Ravage the Dark, the other day, which I haven't read yet because I want to reread the first one, which I think is like a 7-hour snack audiobook.
Nice. I just heard the bird echo in. I don't think people realize too that like he is downstairs behind something that muffles sound.
He's very noisy.
I'm going to go mute him, and then we can probably get started. Not mute him, I mean shut my bedroom door. Be right back. I don't think I could mute him. That would be great, but Be right back.
I haven't read any Tolstoy retellings. If there's any you recommend.
I haven't read any Tolstoy, I think, unless school forced me to.
I don't know if I read any Tolstoy. I probably have at some point. I read loads of classics when I was a teenager, but I don't remember anything pre-age like 17, so it's gone.
Also, Alex, parrots are possessed. This is an African gray parrot, not African gay, an African gray parrot. And they are the smartest kind of parrot, but also the most vocal, which makes me want to throw myself off a cliff. I read the Anna K retelling and enjoyed that a lot. Did not read the original one because it seemed entirely too big brain for me. All right. Do we want to get started on this sprint or give people a little bit more time to come back in?
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah. All right. So as always, we will be reading for 30 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then read for another 30 and take a 5-minute break. I will let the ticker show when we start. Let me just get this one off. Cool. All right. Ready, set, go. I believe that is 30 minutes.
Yes, I think so.
Alrighty. This time I set a timer break. I'll probably set a timer for the other in a minute too. All right, how far did we get in our books?
I got 128 pages in. Because, like I say, it's really short fiction, really easy to read.
I finished this and started the Adachi and Shimaru book, which I didn't realize was a light novel. I don't know how I didn't realize it was a light novel, but and my Wi-Fi is being funky, so just a heads up. I don't know what's going on with that, but
Don't know if anyone spotted my fiance wandering in the middle of that sprint. Alex said, I didn't manage to read a lot. The font is big, but my brain isn't. That is a mood. Finished Giant
I'm going to
Days
swap my
Volume
Wi-Fi. Give me
5
just a second.
Started on Starfish. Let Andy jump back in a second.
Okay. I was swapping my Wi-Fi to my phone because whatever is happening on ours sucks. So
Names are hard. I agree.
agreed. Giant Days is really good. I liked that one a lot. Also, I felt that head empty, no thoughts. Big mood. Alex. Remember that time when Dylan and I went by the same name for a little bit? That was fun when we were both Andy.
Yes.
I need to put this in my tracking. I do get that where like you have to like get your brain back into whatever you're reading.
Yes. I like when the font is big because it makes me feel like I'm making lots of progress.
That's how I feel with this one because like every 10 pages there's a picture. Like the entire page is a picture and I'm like, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm absolutely blazing through this because like each page is little.
Nice.
But I'm enjoying it a lot.
I read that digitally, so I have no idea what it looks like. It like the font and stuff.
It is not actually my plane. There's lots of things in here. This is my brother-in-law's room because I'm staying at my in-laws. And apparently this is where I get the most Wi-Fi, but won't be in everyone's way to do this. But it is a good plane. There's also, he's got loads of like Alex Rider and Percy Jackson books. And if I throw my TBR away, it's because I found all these books.
Didn't you bring books?
Yes. And I've got my Kindle. With my stickers.
Yes, they look very cool. Mm-hmm. I want to get big ones to put on my iPad case.
Yeah, no, I did bring books, but these are different books.
Aren't they books that you've read?
Yes. What's your point, Andy?
Percy Jackson and the TBR accident.
Yeah. That's
It
every
do
time
be
I
that way.
accidentally reread all of Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, and Trials of Apollo. It's like, whoops, I just threw this month away.
Yeet. And the break is almost up. I am going to just... was updating my reading stuff. It is always a good time to read Percy Jackson. Except when you have a TBR of books that you own already.
I own the Percy Jackson books.
Own and haven't read. Own and haven't read.
That one's trickier. As someone who serially abandons TBRs, I support that.
Right, you're not usually a big TBR person anyway.
I'm the worst.
Correct?
I'm such a mood reader.
Correct, Dylan? You don't mess one up if it doesn't exist. That's true. Also, support throwing it out to read Giant Days. It was a really good comic when I read it. I don't think I finished Giant Days, though. I think I just got pretty far in it. Alrighty. Are we ready for the next round?
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm going to start my timer now. Alrighty, that is 30 minutes. How far did you get?
I got to 258, so I am
Nice.
most of the way through.
Yeah, you're like killing it. I finished the light novel, so that's good because that's one more owned book down.
Absolutely.
How did everybody else do? Mm-hmm.
70 pages. It's good.
20 pages is good too.
Yep.
I mean, any amount of reading is good, really, so.
Absolutely.
I have joined a sprint before and then just like forgot I was in the middle of the sprint and then just stopped reading, so.
I've done that so often. I started a sprint in the Queer Book Crew server the other day, and then I spent 20 minutes of it looking up tickets for a show in London.
Yeah, it happens. Is Desolation Called Peace really long?
I would say it's like 400 to 500 pages, but that's off the top of my head. So
yeah.
One Last Stop and Murderbot.
Pretty good combo. Are you listening to Murderbot, or I guess since you said switch back and then clean it, you're probably listening to it. I think I prefer the audiobooks to reading it with my eyes.
Yes.
I mean,
that's the best way to consume them.
Yeah. Like, that's how I feel about most books in general, but with those specifically.
That's definitely the way.
That's still reading, so it's just maybe not what you had planned on reading. But I think it counts. It's like the Kindle instructions being on Goodreads, like as a book.
Yeah.
You can mark those as read, the Kindle handbook. Ever since I got a library card, I've been reading physical books a lot lately. So I feel that because the switchover was interesting.
I've been reading a lot of physical books, and like the last couple of days has been me finally getting back into reading digital books, which was a nightmare because I had quite a lot of review copies.
I'm sorry, Dan. That's the worst.
Not work ruining things.
Literally the worst. I have heard good things about Jade City, but I don't know anything about it beyond what I've heard about it.
I have the first 2 books in that series, I think. Apparently they're brilliant.
Yeah. Ooh, all physical is like a lot. Dylan,
audiobooks are life always.
Right, yeah. I had a library book or a library card where I could get audiobooks already for a library close to Austin, and then now I'm walking distance from a library so I can get physical books. So that's why I've been reading physical now instead of just all audio. I don't actually walk to the library though. It's too hot for that. It's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit today. I'm not. Scribd is a good way to get ebooks. All right. I think that's it. I think we're gonna go. At least I'm ready to go. I have a video about the Kindle Unlimited books. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna close this out. Thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us. Yes, I'm definitely gonna plan another one of these soon. It'll probably be in the evening my time though, so we'll see how that aligns for everybody else. But yeah, I think that's it. We're going to go. Thanks for joining the readathon also. Love you too. All right. I'm going to end this. Bye.
Bye.